Hey guys, and welcome to my next reaction to the Clone Wars. So today we're going to be finishing up this story arc. I think there's just one episode left. And I'm interested, I'm curious to see where Clovis is going to kind of land at the end of all of this. You know, he's a strange character for me, and I don't know if I'm the only one who feels this way, but it seems like sometimes he has... It seems like he has intentions to do the right thing, and other times he seems very snake-like and hard to get a read on him. So I'm actually excited to see truly where he's going to land at the end of this story arc. Or maybe it will still be confusing and I won't really get the answers I'm looking for, but that's okay. Anyway, let's get into it.
No forces on either side will be allowed into the neutral zone.
Senator Amidala, we'll be right here if you should need us.
Thank you, Commander.
These guys are going to be thrilled.
I would like you to know I have no interest in controlling the banks.
I'm simply here to re-establish order.
Oh. We're classic.
I think our friend is up to the task.
Once he decides what he is fighting for, little will stop him from achieving it.
Sure, but once he decides...
You were right, for all our sakes.
Uh-huh.
Clovis, how are you liking your new office? You don't think I'd let such an important day pass without wishing you the best of luck?
Thank you. For your support, I am grateful. But I now must lead without allegiance towards either side.
Oh, well, I don't know that he's gonna let you do that.
So, how do you think the Republic would like to know that it was I who supplied Rush Clovis with all the information he needed to topple the leaders of the bank?
I will tell them
Sure.
myself.
Then I'm afraid the Separatists will be unable to pay the interest on our loans.
But the banks will collapse and
What if you raise interest rates on the Republic?
What?
Fought so hard for will be destroyed.
Here's the thing about Clovis. And I think that, like, he wants to do the right thing, but, like, he gets his hands dirty and then pretends like it didn't happen or shouldn't. You get what I'm saying? A little bit?
Correct. You might have been about Clovis.
It's incredibly foolish for him to make a move like this so early.
Something's wrong. This doesn't make sense.
I would like to call for restraint.
Oh. Fuckity, duckity. Oh, goodness. Oh, no.
I'm afraid I'm trapped.
Uh-oh. Well...
Let me go!
I feel it is only right that you should handle this matter, my boy. A lot will be entrusted to you.
Do you? Do you? Oh boy. This is gonna be crazy.
Arrest her.
We can't do this, Dooku. The Separatist Senate will never approve.
Oh! Okay, Padme! I'm sure. It's not really gonna work all that well. Oh!
No!
Oh my god! Oh my goodness!
He's given us the banks. Gone are our debts, and gone is any credit for the Republic.
There was nothing I could do.
Everyone has their price, my dear.
Wow. Oh, Clovis. I don't know.
It is with great...
Pretty sure Anakin's on his way to kick the shit out of you too, so good luck with that.
Separatist. We shall commence a mercy mission to Scipio to be led by General Anakin Skywalker. The banks will be secured at all costs.
Correct, you were about Clovis. But let go of your selfishness. You must, if you are to see clearly. Not all is as it seems.
Oh boy. I think he's still gonna kick the shit out of Clovis. Call me cynical.
Clovis has blindly played his part. It now appears he coordinated the entire Separatist takeover.
And because of this treachery, the banks will be firmly placed under the control of the Supreme Chancellor.
I am the one in control. As soon as things have settled down...
Sweetie Pie, I do not believe
and
you.
I'll control it all again.
The Republic is sending its armada to take back the banks. You've brought war right where there cannot be war. Your actions have destroyed the banks once and for all.
Our forces are still engaged in battle on the planet. Leave them. As you wish, Count Dooku.
Oh.
Get me Count Dooku.
It appears Count Dooku has left the planet's surface.
Uh-huh.
Such plans I had. You know, I've spent so much of my life misunderstood. What will they say about me now? What will I have left behind?
Probably not great things.
Clovis.
Oh, well, here we go. What are you doing? Clovis! Like... Okay. I mean, it's not a good situation for him, sure.
I didn't do anything wrong. You have to believe me.
Put the gun down. Not the way to prove to Anakin that you're like the good guy in the situation. Just hold the gun to Padme. I'm just, you know, if I could give advice, that would be it. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Can't hold both of you.
I'm sorry.
No, Anakin, don't.
I mean...
I'm sorry, Puppy.
No.
Oh my god. I didn't mean to laugh so hard. It's just, I just had to feel, you know, if you had to drop somebody.
It's okay. You're okay.
I'm sorry.
It's all over now.
Oh, that's a pretty shot.
It is clear to the banking plan it was Rush Clovis who was behind the corruption that almost caused our collapse. Tomorrow, we cede control of the banks to the office of the Chancellor.
Not a great legacy to have.
Republic.
It is with great humility that I take on this immense responsibility.
Right.
Rest assured, when the Clone War, may our people be free and safe. Long live the banks!
Wow. Well, as much as I got closure on Clovis, I gotta say the opinion of him kind of sort of stays sort of the same. He's all over the place. Okay, at least for me. I'm really interested for these to go out because I, at the time of me filming this, haven't posted the first two. I'm really interested to see what your guys, like, how you guys feel about his character. If there's sympathy or you don't really like him or whatever, because I feel like he's fairly polarizing and also just sort of a kind of, I don't know how else to say it other than like sort of confusing character because of the fact that it seems like he does have this, and I think it's genuine. I think he wants to get power and he has ambition. And if there's one thing that we definitely know about him is that he has the hots for Padme. I mean, we know that, right? But I think he has some sort of like idealist sort of vision at times, right? But then like getting there doesn't really, you know, he's not killing it with the strategy and everything. And you know, so I found this it's interesting for his character. I can't say that I have really formed an opinion one way or the other too much about him. Because even like in the last scene, right? And I understand he was in a tough situation. I'm going to preface this with saying I get that he was in a tough situation. Wasn't looking good for the home team there, from his perspective. You know what I mean? However, I don't know that taking Padme hostage was the vibe, was the thing that you should do, especially with Anakin. Because I've been, you know, and then he, like a minute later sacrifices himself for her, which is sweet. And I'm not trying to I didn't mean to laugh during that scene. I thought it was kind of hilarious when Anakin was like, I can't hold both of you. And it's like, I mean, he's not dropping Padme. He doesn't even like you. Anyway, I thought it was kind of funny. I'm sorry. It was a very life and death situation, which actually ended in Clovis's death, and I was laughing. I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'm really trying to, and also I did have the thought of like, can't he like not force him up, but like force him up, like, however, it's possible he was too, his head was probably all sorts of like, ah! So I don't know, maybe that was what it was. Maybe he just wasn't really thinking of that, or his head was just too concerned about Padme, and maybe he was probably more so thinking like, how do I drop Clovis without Padme getting mad at me? I'm sorry, that's so sorry. Maybe his head was just filled with trying to figure that out, that he wasn't really, focusing on using the Force. Anyway, but I will say this was very interesting of an arc, and I think that one of the things that they did highlight, not so much in this episode, and they seem to have like a very significant moment at the end, Padme and Anakin. But I think that they were trying to put a little bit of an emphasis on the strain of their marriage as one of the things to talk about in this arc. I also think that they wanted to show the amount of manipulation and stuff that goes, that Dooku can kind of impart. And, Clovis being somebody who's not very trusted in the first place anyway, was an easy target, in my opinion. But I do think that it was kind of interesting to kind of show the focus on Anakin and Padme's relationship and what strain this has all had on them. It cannot be easy to maintain a relationship when you can barely talk to each other like in public, or maybe even at all, and it's really this sort of how far does love really get you if you can't have these conversations, if you can't communicate that often. There's, and emotions run high on both ends, right? So anyway, I did like the focus on that. And maybe we'll delve into that a little bit more as we're running out of stories. Not really. Well, we still have a few left, but we're getting towards the end. I'm very both nervous and excited about that. And so I enjoyed this story for what it was trying to highlight. It probably wasn't the best within the past few stories that we've watched. I think the past like 3 have been really hit on high notes. However, I do think that this was really interesting to watch nonetheless. So I enjoyed that. All right, I think that is about it. If you would like to support me on Patreon or subscribe, I would really appreciate it. But if not, I'm just happy that you are here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.